Cancer. Hey guys, welcome to your May 2016 Taroscope reading with me. Hi everyone, I hope wherever you are viewing from around the world you are in a safe, happy and great position. Anyhow, let's tune in to see what this month's messages are going to deliver for you and how you want to choose to work through them. I am going back to the basics with this draw. Well, I'm joking really, but this is the Rider-Waite deck that we're using, which kind of is one of the most well-known decks of all and has some of the more basic fundamental pictures on the cards and easy to pick up the fundamental meanings, and that is exactly what we're doing for this reading. We're going to be, it's quite extensive, there's going to be a card and a half per day for the month, so quite a lot of cards to cover off. And I'm sticking perfunctorily to the most commonly referred to meaning for each card. So let's go ahead for you guys, Cancer, and do your reading. This is where it starts up here. That will be your first card of the month. Looking pretty good there, 2 aces in a row. Coming down to the 3rd week in May now. And the final week. So you can pretty well much see those cards all there within the scope of the camera's vision. Let's have a little quick look and see what we see. We see 2 aces in the first row. We see overall 3 major arcanas, and they're towards the bottom of the reading, so they're down here and here. You have a few court cards, you have 2 queens and 2 pages and a king. So there are people involved around you for the reading for the month of May anyhow. Let's start, as I said, up on the very top left, which is the beginning of May. This card is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card to start any month. An ace is always a positive, opportunistic card, bringing in pretty high vibrational energies of newness. And you've got 2 aces together, so they're going to kick off each other and add even more potentiality for abundance and prosperity and new beginnings coming your way if you want to uplift them. So the Ace of Cups is quite often considered to do with emotional perspectives of life because it's the cup card. It can also indicate the water signs, of which of course you are one of them. So this could be yourself exuding this energy. You could be offering some newness to someone else in your life, and it could be a romantic newness or beginning, or there could be another water sign coming into your life offering the same as well. And it doesn't have to be a water sign. Now, it's more than necessarily just a romantic offering. It can be very much a special heart connection, so something that could be felt very deeply, could be past life connections that are coming in as well. So these can be just best friends that you end up having through the rest of your life. So important new friendships coming in is another way to look at the perspective of that card. Now when we go to the next one right next door to it, you're still pushing along with this new energy, and this Ace of Wands is more about creativity and creative ideas of the mind in particular. It's a very good card if any of you are out there seeking new employment. This is a great time to get your CVs out. You may even be offered new jobs. So if some of you have been applying for jobs, there's a great possibility that you are going to be offered a new position. If it's not a new position in a new company, you may be offered something completely new in your own realm of work, in your current employment. Also, creative ideas can be about starting new businesses. It's a great time to look into that. As well, you might just be getting fantastic new creative ideas for your own business or your own projects that you have on the go, and these could even just be home renovations or extending your business or creating new pathways on the journey of your own life. So as I say, particularly great card, the Ace of Wands. We move in here next to the Empress, and again this is another lovely, oh, in fact I think I'm wrong, you have four major arcanas, because of course she is 1, 2. Let's just count them up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we have the Wheel of Fortune. I must have been blind when I first started looking. And often I find too, when you do readings, that's how a reading evolves. When you first deal out all of these cards, you've got to try and picture what it is that is happening and get a feel for the energy flows and what particular card is trying to say what message. But as I said at the beginning, I'm tending to stick with the main message of each card. So remember, we're still in this first month of May, and you've got this first major arcana, and she is the Empress. To me it looks like the first week, of May is really powerful for you guys. So jump on that energy and utilize it to kick-start the rest of the month. See if you can bring the energies from that first week through the rest of the month. See if you can coattail them into other situations and positions, because I think it's really worth doing. The Empress, she's about fertility in particular, so it's a very fertile time, and again she's right next to the creative idea here of the Ace of Wands. So this fertility could literally be a creative force that literally explodes from within. There's just something that's jumping you into a new cycle in your life, a really new cycle. And it could be relationships, or it could be creativity or careers, but it comes back to you, to the heart or the seat of you, most definitely. That Empress is showing that you're in this fertile space of life, and we'll talk about the fact that it could be a sexually fertile space. So this is the potentiality for the creation of a new being, so a conception of a baby. It's an extremely sexy, fertile card. There's also it's a card that exudes sexual appeal. So you could have people literally just going, oh my goodness, look at you, I'm just falling in love with you, because this type of energy is all around as well. And it makes sense with those two ace cards right next to it too. Powerful beginning, Cancer, powerful beginning. She is in harmony with the earth, she is sated, she is happy, she is complete, she is whole, she nurtures, she loves, and she exudes all of those. So again, capitulate those energies and throw them back out at life, and that's what you will end up with. Really powerful. The card right next to it, the Six of Pentacles, another wonderful card. It is seen from two perspectives. It can either be you standing there holding out the money and giving it to people in need, or you are the person on the bottom. To be fair, given that the top week has got so much positivity around it, it makes me think that you're the person who is somehow supporting or giving nurturing feelings, or even financial ideas or advice or support to someone else. These could be friends or someone that you come across in your family life, or they could just be someone simply like that. You just turn around during the day and you offer some positivity to someone who seems to be less fortunate than yourself. Every time we give something in life, we set along another powerful explosion of impulse of positivity that carries us forward. So giving is one of the best things we can ever do. It comes back to us 90-fold, and it's very, very true that that's how the universe actually works. That's the basic fundamentals of that meaning of the card. The other thing for that six there is, I would say to you, watch your finances a little bit, because it can be a time where they are taken from you in a hurry. So make sure you don't get involved in uplifting any shonky deals or buying things that you perhaps can't afford at this time. And in fact, we move on to the second week in July and May, and we see this card here, the Five of Pentacles, and that's followed on from the Six. So there is an indication that you do need to watch your money just around about this time in May. You could have some unexpected bills popping up, or as I say, someone might even need your support or help in one way or another. Now that card, the Five of Pentacles, shows two people sort of walking through a snowstorm, feeling fairly lonely on their way out somewhere. This card usually tells us that this can be a brief period of feeling as if you've been a little bit left behind or on your own. I also look at the card and I think to tell people, do watch your physical health for slips and falls, or if it does often have the feeling of colds and flus as well. So take anything that can help boost your immune system in particular, so lots of vitamin C, kiwi fruit, oranges, anything along those type of lines, that echinacea and garlic, all particularly good for boosting the immune system. Watch your finances. You may even feel this feeling after this high, vibrant, energetic week here. Usually when we go through a high, you have to then go through a bit of a low. It's the very way the universe works. Wherever there is one of anything, there is always the opposite. So it kind of makes sense to me that the card falls here as well. It's almost just rebalancing the situation out again. We come to the next card, the Queen of Swords. She is looking out over here towards this way. Now she's an air sign woman, and she could be an older woman. She could be someone related to work or within your family or current circle of friends. Some of you may find that she walks into your life and you find her as a potential partner of sorts. Now this could even be a business partner, or it could be a romantic partner, because she is vaguely attached to this area up and around here. They can be quite unsubtle air signs, so when the Queen of Swords holds her sword up like that, she sometimes has a point she wants to get across, and she doesn't necessarily care how she does it. So there can be some sort of interaction in the week when this person is around, and it may be that you need to listen to her, or that she causes a bit of friction. Now the next card that comes in, the Justice card, is very much again possibly her energy. This is often noted as the Libra card energy, and that's an air sign. The Justice card is what I call the karmic card, and it's about rebalancing past karmic issues. So there's this period here in the second week of May that's telling you maybe something you need to go back and readjust, or address a situation that has been unfairly dealt with one way or another, and it keeps popping up and banging on the door, you know, like knock, 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 we haven't addressed this, we need to sort this out. This card is really important, that you do clear out the closets and get rid of any skeletons, put them to rest and get them sorted properly. It wants you to bring balance back into life and reharmonize any negative feelings or energies that are being held around. The other thing that this card talks about is if there are any of you going through any legal cases or any law issues, these could be coming to the surface at this particular point in time, and usually the card means that it should bode well in your favour. So the next card we come to is this Page of Wands. He's definitely looking out and away. Now he's a younger person, and he can be a fire sign. Often this portends to, literally, a person like that coming into your life. They can be quite quick and fiery, energetic, movements, talking, disposition, everything. So this could be a friend or a friend's child, a sibling, a family member, co-worker, and they could be here for a short space of time, giving either ideas or starting some sort of thought process in your mind, or even a connection one way or another. But they are quite a younger person. They are looking out, so I don't think they're staying for long, but they have some sort of impact with you one way or another. Coming down to the third week, and we have here the King of Pentacles. Older guy, could be again career or family related, or someone new coming in, might be a prospective romantic partner. He is known as the entrepreneur of the cards. He's very financially stable most often, an earth sign. He's a great person to go to for financial advice or seeking to gain knowledge about investments or businesses or any of those type of things. He could even be there to offer some sort of financial repose or support or gratuitousness. So he's a good card to have in, a great sign to have around, and possibly a great friend coming onto the scene. This Wheel of Fortune, another karmic card. So a few of your major arcanas have got this karmic energy, and they're connected here, so the connection will continue through the month. The Wheel of Fortune, when it turns up in a reading, you can be guaranteed that the wheels are turning. So this is when the universe has decided, or the planetary alignments, whatever you want to call it, that your life is in the twist of fate and it is turning. There's very little you can do to stop it. Some people might go, no, I'm happy the way I am. I really want to stay put. However, I suspect that for 90% of us on the planet, we don't want to stay put at the moment. Our inner beings, or our inner soul, is being absolutely bombarded with a desire for change, and we don't really know why. It's just part of the galaxy at the moment. It's part of the life's journey. This planet is on big changes, and we're part of the planet, so we're all involved in really big change. They do say when the Wheel of Fortune pops up that it's generally moving itself towards positive change. Again, it's quite often karmic and past life related. So people could be coming and going. You might feel real bonds with them. Issues or strange things will pop up that you might even have deja vu type feelings, and you'll go, wow, this is weird. I feel really part of this, or I feel like this is where I should be. This is all part of the potentiality of the energies of the Wheel of Fortune. Great card. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, and he also is attached to this Page of Wands. They might somehow be related or together. They're of similar age. This is an earth sign one, and again they're both looking in the same direction, heading out, almost as if they're not superfluous, but they're not fully engaged. They're energetically there. This can be the offerings of a new job again, or prosperity, or new ideas of a job. Again, we tie the two together as being creative thoughts as well, and tied into career. I definitely see career is on your mind for the month, and new thoughts and ideas and opportunities around that. We come here to the Six of Wands, and this is called the Victory card. It usually stands for feeling successful about something you have been putting effort into over a period of time, such as a personal project, can be career related or personal, and it feels as though you've put in a lot of work and effort, but eventually you have won success. Now that in itself is a great acknowledgement, and it is good. It could be even the passing of an exam, right? So you get the exam results. But somehow the horse looks back towards his master with a bit of look of aggression. This guy seemingly is full of his own accolades without necessarily considering the journey that others may have, the input that others may have had along the way. So he's taking his success and his acknowledgement of that for himself. So the most opportune thing about the Victory card is realizing that yes, you have this wonderful victory, but if you can consider the perhaps other people or other perspectives around you at the same time, you will even double the energy of that Victory card. Now coming down to the very last week in May, we see down here this Four of Swords. Traditionally this is known as the card of rest, taking some time out to replenish your body and your cells. So things like a quiet weekend, and often it can be with another person, so getting close with another person, getting back close to nature and letting yourself heal from the perspective of your mind and your body and your soul. Going on small retreats or spas or weekends, or spending time in meditation or reconnecting with nature is a great way to uplift the energies of this card. So that seems how we move into the last week of May for you guys. Just quietening things down a little bit after a very busy, hectic, full-on, exciting month. Then we move into this card here, the Queen of Wands. Not sure if you can quite see her name at the bottom there. I'll move these cards up a little bit for you. The Queen of Wands, she's a fire sign energy person. Again, a slightly older lady. You have, as I said earlier, two queens in your reading. She is again about creativity, passion, exuberance, getting things to happen, connecting with the spiritual energy and essences of life, and understanding that dynamics, if you like. Again, she could be someone that you come across. For some of you, it could be a partner that you become very interested in, or this could be a woman who is around in the work-related fields, or even within your family or friend sector, who again can be very supportive and nurturing, knowledgeable and understanding, who you may go to her to seek some sort of answers or awareness or directions or creativity as you move forward. But other than that, she might quite simply just be a great companion that you already have in your life that is around at this particular point in time. We come to the moon. I often think of this as quite Cancer oriented energy, because we have down here, looks to be a scorpion or a crab. I'm never quite sure what he is, but of course Cancer is ruled by the moon. We have this moon energy up here, and we have it's a bit ecliptical looking as well. So I'm sure that the ecliptical energies in March are still having their powerful effect on you. This is about dream time, psychic awareness. So these two feel to be almost connected here, as if there's some form of connectivity happening. You might be really intuitive or in touch with your feminine side, your dreamscapes. You might be getting really amazing dreams that provide you with answers. In fact, the more I look at this last three cards down here, all three of them tune into the spiritual and the psychic realm at really strong depths. And these two together almost go hand in hand. So something towards the end of the May seems to align itself with you guys into this whole spiritual powerhouse. It's like you've been plugged into something, and you may get a whole realm of creative energies coming, or insight into your life, or your desires, or your passions, or answers as to who you are, what it is you seek. Your belief systems even come in here. We've got this ecliptical moon down here as well as this one up here. So there's something very powerful about moon cycles at the end of the month for you guys, and the eclipses that have just happened. They are stirring things up for you. We see two towers in this card, and we see two towers replicated again here. These represent, night and dark, masculine and feminine, spiritual and earthly. We have fertility again here in the background. She holds this book of knowledge on her lap, which is very much about seeking and finding your darkest and deepest, most needed parts of your body, mind and soul, and embracing that journey and being on it. It's a powerful month for you guys, Cancers. You start off with this amazing transition and ability of newness up here, connected with fertility, and we've still got the fertility going on down here. So for anyone trying for a conception of a baby, it could be a solid month of activity for you and ability to do so. Also conception of anything new in your life, including relationships, careers, finances, ideas, opportunities. The moon does tell us to be aware of hidden stuff going on in the background, and sometimes we do have fears and phobias that arise at this time as well, often because we're breaching ourselves or into this new realm. We're pushing beyond the veil, and we can see things that might sometimes frighten us initially, because they might not have been part of our plan or not part of what we understood or who we were. But by addressing change and going with it, and really getting to know the true you and the dark part of you, or the hidden part, you evolve at such a deeper and more meaningful level. These are powerful cards all connected together down here. So I think the end of May for you guys is going to be very contemplative, very much individual, about yourself, and extra special, to be honest, quite intense and really inner feeling. But at the same time, this card does offer again this sexual cycle, fertility cycle and attraction. So it's a good month, Cancer, a really great month. Hey guys, thanks for listening. I'm really glad you tuned in, and I appreciate your comments left below and for subbing and liking. Thank you again all. Have a wonderful May, and I'll catch you in June. Ka kite anoa, much aroha, namaste.